So, good morning. Something that I realized, and it's just so beautiful. Look at the mountains and the clouds and everything. It's just so beautiful. And the roses, it's been raining, but they smell so good. They smell so good. So, on this twin flame journey, and I've decided I'm just going to do a series of movies about this twin flame journey, also so that I can have it and also to share to other people that are on the same journey, because it's a doozy. And I'm understanding that it's rare, and I'm understanding that it is a schut. A schut is like, in Hebrew it's called a schut. In English, it's like a blessing, or I've been graced with an opportunity for my own self work, to work on myself, and in this lifetime complete myself. And through this journey with my twin flame, I can heal myself and get and align myself with my highest, I guess, the highest timeline of my life, or my most potential, or I wouldn't even call it most potential. I would call it my true being, that I have the opportunity of getting to my highest place through the work with my twin flame, because pretty much interacting with your twin flame brings you to this place of self-healing, because otherwise you can't be in contact with them, because every contact with them reflects you back to yourself. And what I'm realizing is that through doing my self-work, instead of focusing on him and focusing on what isn't, I can use the connection for my own self-work and work on myself. And when I do that, the connection also enhances the connection, because the purpose of the connection is being solidified or used, or becomes, what is the word that I'm working the thing about speaking two languages is that a lot of times you'll have one of the words in one you'll have the word in one language. It's like I don't know, it's just so pretty. Look, there's birds over there. There's those little tiny clouds that are just sitting there. It's just so pretty. It's a little bit cold, and my hand is getting cold. I'm going out here this way towards the mountains. So I guess, I guess that's what I have to say right now. I just want to go out here and enjoy myself. If there's something more, I'll add in. There's the Sea of Galilee behind me with the clouds sitting over it. It's a rainy day. It's just so beautiful here. I love where I live. I love where I live. So I feel like this twin flame journey is helping me to become whole. And in order to hold the relationship with your twin flame, then you have to be whole in yourself. Otherwise, the energy is so strong and the connection is so, it touches you from every single aspect, like it's lania. It ignites you. and in places that you're not holding up strong, uh, it makes you turn around and run. So in order to hold the energy, which is a very, very intense energy, you have to come into yourself, and you have to be strong in yourself, and you have to embrace yourself. And in order to embrace yourself, you also have to take responsibility for yourself. So in the places that you're not standing upright, or you're not being honest with yourself, all of these places are going to get like a magnifying glass on them. And if you're and in order to continue in the relationship, you have to be willing to do the work in all of those places that are being magnified, or all of those places that all of a sudden are coming to the surface, all of the places that you are not being true, or not being honest, or not taking responsibility. For me, a lot of those places have to do with, well, they always have to do with childhood, but they have to do with money. See, it's even hard for me to admit it. You quit making excuses. Stand up and take responsibility. It's like if I'm not making a good living, I always have my excuses, like, well, it was how I was raised, or it's hard, or I'm a single mom, or, you know. But the truth is, a lot of times, there's a lot of things that I could do to make a better living. And maybe I think that at the core of it, see, I'm going down the list. So I don't feel, I'm embarrassed a little bit to ask for money for things that I do. See, here I'm being completely honest. But then I say, okay, but why am I embarrassed to ask for money? Everybody asks for money for things that they do and know how to do, and for services that they give. And then it goes deeper than that to, if I have a gift to give to the world, then why don't I just, why ask for money for it? I should just be giving it. And then there's like, underneath all that is do I feel deserving? Do I feel like what I have adds value? And when I really take that apart and pick that apart, I know that what I do has value. I know that I have a lot of talents, and I have a lot to give, and that those things do have value. But then there's also a place in me that says, well, the things that I want to give out of love, I don't want to ask for money for. Things that I want to give to the universe, or to whoever it helps, because I know in myself that a lot of places that, the biggest gifts that I get from people or from experiences, they don't have, how do you even, when you have a gift to give, it's like I don't feel like I should be asking money for gifts that I should be giving anyway. But then I start thinking, well, underneath it all, do I feel deserving? And then I start breaking that down. Anyway, you see, this twin flame path, it makes it like, it's like all the sores that you have, all the, it like brings all of the up to the surface, so you have to deal with it, because it's all like reflected back to you. Any place that you're not being genuine, it's like, here's a mirror in your face. Hey, look at that. And a lot of times, it can make you feel the absolute best in certain places. Like the mirror comes back to you and you feel like you're the absolutely magnificent. But then in other places, it comes back to you and shows you like the ugly sides, like, not the ugly sides. Well, there aren't any ugly sides. There just is what is. But the parts of you that you're not being completely honest with the world around you, or with yourself, or you're not standing up, or you're hiding, like weaknesses or erred ways of thinking. So one of the things that I feel like, and that I'm realizing, is that if I feel like I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing, so for instance, making these videos and putting out there myself, my genuine self, talking it through, first of all, it's therapeutic for me. And I think that if it's therapeutic for me to be putting out there what I'm going through, I think that it can also help other people that are going through the same thing to maybe realize things about themselves that I'm going through that can help them understand that they're going through what they're going through. Because I have a talent, I know, to articulate, to put things that I feel into words. And also articulating it is helping me bring down what is in the higher realms and up here in the cloudy world down into this world and have to face them, because I'm putting them into words. You know, you take an idea that's this big and you have to bring it down and put it into words that are coherent. It brings it down like into a fine chut, like a thread, and understandable, comprehensible. So it brings a massive idea down into diuk. Diuk is like in English, it brings it down into its essence, and into something that is comprehensible in this world. And it also makes me, doing these videos and putting them out there, it makes me have to stand up, because I already brought out all of the, and now I have to face it. And it's out there in the world. And if it's out there in the world, I need to face it and do something about it. My big one now is my financial situation. I love running around the mountains. I think I'm going to start thinking about something to do with running around the mountains. I am starting to build a website. I bought a domain. It's called Friends in Galilee. And I think I'm going to be doing something with that, with helping people that come to Galilee plan trips, maybe going around with people that come into Galilee, to travel around with them, show them the sights, through local eyes. I think that there's a value in that. And also it's fun to go around with me and travel. I think that's one of the things that I'm really good at. I'm a good people's person. But back to the twin flame thing, bringing all this forth in these videos, and I'm just realizing this now. You see how this therapy is working for me, yeah? It makes me have to admit it, and it makes me have to deal with it. And by putting it out there, I also have to, face it and do something about it, because it would be really pathetic to put all that out there and then just poodle out. You can't just poodle out. And also, I feel like I'm giving my gift to the world. See, if I'm going through this and I'm sitting on it, and these videos that I'm doing can help anybody else figure out what they're going through and not feel, or even just not feel like they're alone in it, or understand that there are other people going through the same thing, and what it means, and what my path is, and what I'm realizing from my path. And I think that there's value in that can help other people. And also, by me doing my God's work, like I consider this God's work, things that are coming through me that are my realizations that can help other people, by putting that out there freely and openly for people to take from if they need, or then then it gives me like the quiet inside. I'm doing my God's work. I'm putting out these videos. What comes of that comes. And then I have the quiet, quiet in my mind to sit down and do other things because I know that my God's work is taken care of, or I'm putting out my messages, or, there have been messages channeling through me. That's also my God's work. Because whenever I have like God's work, messages that I need to put out, I have this book that I'm writing, that here I am bringing this to the surface, and now I'm going to have to do something about it. For a few years ago, I received like a book. It just like a ching. I was sitting outside, and it was like the whole book came to me, including drawings and everything. The drawings I already did because that just like, and I started writing the book, and I never finished it because I have to make a living. I have to do this. I have to do that. And, when you think about it afterwards, you think, well, that's just silly because because it's sitting in the back of my mind, it's always gnawing at me. So it doesn't give me quiet to do other things. Like I don't have the quiet in my mind to put my efforts wholeheartedly into other things. And if I had just sat down and done it, okay, so it would have taken me a couple months. A couple months I already went through many, many times since then. And I think that I'm getting to the understanding that when you do God's work, God takes care of you. And when you open yourself up in your true path and what you truly think and what you truly believe, you magnetize back to you things in the same vibration. So it's just like these videos. I'm putting out videos about twin flames, and that is the vibration that I'm giving out, and that is what will return to me. So not only am I putting out my word, but I trust and know that the same will come back to me and has already started showing up in my life. Um, meeting other twin flames that are going through similar processes and what they're going through, which helps me realize more of what I'm going through. Observations. Somebody gives me their observation, then I can look at it and say, "Oh yeah, that's all." That also is showing up in my twin flame path. And also the realizing that people that haven't or don't have this that it is this path like no other. It's cosmic. It's beyond this world. It's in the higher realms, and it's like nothing else. It's undeniable, and and if somebody, it's the same as anything. Those who haven't been on the path can't really truly understand. I have close conversations with my mother, with other people that are close to me in my life, and when I talk about the path, I can just see that they don't completely get it. And that is also part of making these videos because it's so unique and so individual, and so when you get on the path, it is undeniable. I never even heard of twin flames before I met my twin flame, and it was like I was hit. It was like boom, and all of a sudden remembering past lives, and it was like a cosmic connection and undeniable, where I got on the internet and I started searching, what is this? What is this? This is something beyond this realm. This is unbelievable. It's undeniable. It's just undeniable. And when I met my twin flame, I realized that he had always been there. I had always felt him. He had always been there in I could always sense that he was there. I always had this yearning or knowing that he is there. Crazy. Crazy, but absolutely spectacular, spectacular, spectacular. It's like it's like if you ever wanted it's like the most magnificent thing to be going through. It's like it's crazy, it's difficult, it's everything. It's all of the emotions are in there. Everything. It's like full encompassing. I don't even know if there's a word like that, but it's like the whole thing. It takes over your body or your psyche or the, it it's all encompassing. Maybe that's the word, encompassing. Like there's the Sea of Galilee. Okay, I can see I've been talking like 21 minutes and I've been talking and talking and talking. So that was a very, very, thank you. If you've gotten this far, thank you for listening. Tomorrow, I think there's going to be mushrooms out here. I'm going to pick some greens. If you've been watching till now, thank you for watching. And, and, um, and hit subscribe and like the video. That'll get me more views and more people similar people that are going through the same thing. Give me more visibility. And also, I feel like when you subscribe and interact, it also fuels. It gives more fuel and gives more power. And also, I feel like I feel you. I can feel you. When you like my stuff, I can feel you. I feel your vibe. See, the birds are telling me, yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's it for this, for God's work of today.